Good morning, everybody, and welcome. It is NHL Trade Deadline Day today. Wake up to find the news that the Edmonton Oilers have acquired, Jake Waldman, a defenseman, which we desperately needed, and sending Carl Berglund at a conditional 2026 first round pick there. Good to see everybody there. We got California 444. Hopefully, you're doing well. Good to see you there. Yes, it is playoffs. Every team. This is like New Year's Eve. It's like New Year's Eve for every NHL team. They're partying. They're loading up. They're going after the Holy Grail. They want that great, big, huge silver thing. And the other thing too is, if a lot of people didn't know, the Stanley Cup is the most toughest trophy in sports to win. But anyways, yes. So the Stanley Cup is the toughest prize to win in sports history there. So just to let you know, like, it's easy to win a Super Bowl, but the Stanley Cup, because you have to play 82 games and then you have to win 16 games to hoist that there. So welcome in there, everybody there. We're going to bring up to speed there. Yes, let's go Oilers there. They just barely beat Montreal. They had a terrible game. They just I don't know what happened, but they must have shit the freaking bed. Like, literally, because you're playing Montreal, who is out of a playoff spot. Now, I have to say, if they with that point, it does move them ahead of a couple, so they are in a good. Um, I mean, I'm curious to see how they're going to do at the deadline to see if they're going to get someone. I would like to see Edmonton upgrade, as I got no faith in Stuart Skinner. No faith whatsoever in him there. I think we need to move on from him. He is not what we need. If we are going to go to the Stanley Cup and we're going to raise that and bring that back to Canada and sing "Oh Canada," we need a goaltender. Stuart Skinner is not our guy, folks. Anyone who is saying, "Oh, Stuart Skinner, oh yeah, no, we brought us to Game 7. He came back there." Yeah, but look at the Florida Panthers. They are loading up like crazy. You should see the players that they have got there. They'd wipe us out in 4. But anyways, there is talk that, of course, the Ducks. I'm just looking here to see the Ducks, Edmonton, hopefully, and Gibson. I'd love to see Gibson in a Edmonton uniform. I think he would be great, and I think that this would be fantastic. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I'm bringing you up as the latest trades there. I know that right now teams are probably in conversations. The Vancouver Canucks. Um, Sorry, I could find a single. Couldn't. Okay. Vancouver Canucks will Brock Besser, or is he headed off to in the Wild Zone in Minnesota? The Kraken. They're getting rid of a lot of players. Are they getting ready to bust out the moves? And are they getting ready to indeed so yes, I've got coffee right now, but believe me, I've got the pop, no beer, not first thing in the morning, not at 7 o'clock in the morning. The Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, will the Maple Leafs, will they do something? It's hard to say. Anything can happen. The official trade is when the phones open up. His Kings are going after a pretty good player, so I'm waiting for that deal. They could get Mikko Rantanen, but so far nothing yet. The LA Kings. It is 6:45. It is trade deadline day today. Today, this is where the NHL teams. This is like their New Year's Eve. You want to talk about a party? They're popping the champagne and they are literally going, "Hey, we got our player." Well, that is at noon today. Noon today is when the champagne will pop. Today, they are serving up appetizers. They're serving up hors d'oeuvres. Uh, they got lots of things. They got the serviettes out. And so, it's going to be a great day. It's to see, because this is the final push to see who is going to go into the playoffs, and the final push. And sometimes we're surprised. Sometimes players leave and we're like, what the heck? And then that team doesn't make it. Another team does something ridiculously stupid. But I will say this, when we do get the trades, the Silver Cup, there's no such thing. But I will say this, the Edmonton Oilers, I woke up really early to notifications galore saying, "Hey, we got Jake Waldman." Yeah, but look who we got rid of. We got rid of Carl Berglund. Carl Berglund, who I think would be a nice young defenseman. He'll fit in. If we could ever get rid of Nurse and his $9 million pathetic contract that he's not even worth, he's worth maybe 6.5 at the very most there, folks. Don't get me wrong. I like Nurse and he's inconsistent. And yesterday he watched the goal go in. Get a ticket, buddy. Go get a ticket. Watch. The game there. Don't, if you're gonna play, then play. Get your stick on the ice and start checking people, for God's sakes, because that would have been and so anyways, yeah, I'm just waiting for trades as well in 15 minutes. But what teams are looking for, I think Edmonton needs a goalie, if they can. You know what? Get rid of some of those old defenseman guys there. Let's get somebody young. Let's get some energy. Yes, we need some playoff pedigree defensemen there, which we've got. We've got Ekholt. We've got Bush. We got Kulak. Waltman, who's never seen a day in playoffs here. That's going to be amazing. But let's get some young ones up. And let's not trade all of our assets. It's like we're trading the entire house. We're getting rid of it all in Edmonton there. That's not what we're here to do. That's not what we are here to do. We are here because they want to take the next step. They want the Kings. Well, I don't know. I mean, what they're going to do with the Hurricanes. I'm still waiting on the Mikko Rantanen, because if they pick up Mikko Rantanen, that's the end. They face Edmonton there. Goodbye, Edmonton there. You better get those golf clubs, call your caddy, and book your golf time. Because I will say that the Kings will wipe us out within 5. I think I cannot see Edmonton at all beating the Kings. Mikko Rantanen, when he gets on a streak, he gets on a streak. Okay, and the Kings, right now they are making a major push, for that number 1 Pacific seed there, and believe me, they're not that far behind. And what they need is some firepower. They need to go after it there. They're sitting 3rd right now. I don't want to play the Kings if they get Mikko Rantanen. If they go out and they get this other player, which I'm just waiting to hear, then we're in deep trouble. We're in deep trouble there, folks. Good to see everybody there. Make sure to hit the like button there. This is New Year's Eve, although NHL edition, even though it is March, this is what all teams like. The Vancouver Canucks. Do the Vancouver Canucks, is Brock Besser a Canuck after today? Does he still wear that number 6? Does he wear? Honestly, I'm going to be talking about all the other teams as well there, folks. We're going to start actually in Calgary. I think they got nothing to lose. They are making a push. They are hanging. They're hanging on. It's like when you're trying to bite into a steak and you want that last chunk, that meat, and it's just hanging on by a thread. That's the Flames. Do I do anything? No, because you know what? They've actually set themselves up perfectly. They got young defensemen. They made some of their trades. They made their moves. They didn't sell the farm. They didn't give away the wheat for free. And it was a very good equal value trade for the Flames. So I'm just not talking about Edmonton. I should actually change my background there. I probably will. Hang on here. Where is it? I'm going to actually add one. Um, there we go. I'll add it. There we go. I'm just going to do that. There we go. For right now. Yes, I am wearing, of course, the Oilers because I'm following the Oilers, but never know. I'm just waiting. So yes, but I mean, again, so we look at the fact that the Flames, okay, then you got the Winnipeg Jets in the West. The Winnipeg, actually, they're in the East, I believe. No, they're in the West. They're in the West, I believe. Anyways, I'm not sure. They change so much crap around in the NHL. It's hard to tell which is, there. What I will say is, I think Vancouver is slumping. I think they've gotten rid of players. They've sold them off cheap. It's like going to an auction, and instead of paying $25, you get to pay $5. If you want to buy that toy for $30, you're going to get it for $10. You're going to get a lot cheaper. They have literally gave their players away because they have nothing to offer in Vancouver. Who wants to play with a GM who doesn't know 1 minute to the next what player he's going to get? Who wants to play in Vancouver when they don't have a winning culture and there's no stability? Quinn Hughes, I can tell you right now, he is trying to book his next ticket out of here, out of Vancouver. He's on the next flight out, Air Canada, Vancouver, boarding a 7122 to New Jersey, and he's aborting that. He's already bought his ticket. All right. Then we're looking to the Seattle Kraken. Let's go down to some of the American teams there. Wow, look at the Florida Panthers. If we look at the Florida Panthers have actually done something. They have stocked up. They got rid of the old guys. It's like a bunch of old cans they gave to the Salvation Army, and they brought in some new ones. And they brought in some new ones with the younger skates who could learn the system. Um, and the Kraken, has gotten rid of that. So now they've got cap space. Okay. Now let's go down to San Jose. San Jose. Well, they just made a trade with Edmonton there, getting rid of Jake Walden, who I think is going to be a good defenseman for the team there. That they got to re-sign him. Sit down with the guy. Hey, buddy, get on the plane in Edmonton at YEG in Edmonton. There, hey, we got a pen and paper. We got a thing there. Let's have a good conversation. Let's chat. Side him. I think he is going to be a good defenseman there because I think in the offseason, I think we're going to unleash some defensemen, and we're going to need to pick up another defenseman there. And the cap's going to go up, which Connor McDavid's going to get a new contract. Leon Draisaitl will. So we need to then look at depth. And the depth of our D, they sit there and they watch the puck go in. Why don't they clap as well? So then let's go down to the Kings. The Kings, the LA Kings. They're in a very good spot here right now. They are sitting pretty darn good. If I'm the Kings, I would add Mikko Rantanen in a heartbeat. But who are they going to give up? Because the picks that they offer, they're like fourth, fifth, third. Mikko Rantanen, the Carolina Hurricanes, they're wanting the best damn foot. So you're gonna have to give up somebody. I think a player is gonna have to go. I think some cap, some cap, maybe, I don't know, sure, 50, 75, 60% is gonna have to be retained there. And I don't know. I mean, but the thing is that they haven't got much room to work with. They got a little bit of cap space. They do have some assets. So don't sell a crypto arena off there and for Bitcoin and that, because you want to get that necessary thing there. What you need to do is just get rid of the ones that are not doing the job. If they're not plumbing and they're not working and they're not gelling, get rid of them. That's what I say. That's what that is why I go back to the Utah. Let's talk about the Utah. How about them guys? They're on fire right now. They are really making a push. They're up there in the mix. I think if we look at the standings, I got to pull up the standings on my other screen here. Uh, they're making a push too. I can't see. I cannot see. Okay, so Utah. Yeah, Utah needs to, the potato heads, they need to do something desperately there, but they're not that far. As a matter of fact, Utah's in the Central Division. They're yeah, they're pretty far back. They really do. They need to make some trades. But again, what do they got to work with? They're just they're not a new expansion team. Don't say that. They're the Arizona Coyotes, except they just moved, so they just had to change the name. Next year they'll be the Utah whatever. I don't know what they are. They have to change the name because the hockey club, it's been rejected by the NHL, so they have to change it. So once the season's over, I'm sure they're going to get down and they're probably going to have a coloring contest for the young kids and say, "Hey, draw me up a logo, draw me up a name. Think of the best name there, you know." I think they should be called the Utah Potato Skins because that's what they're famous for there. Absolutely. Then you got the Colorado Avalanche. The Colorado Avalanche is peaking. They're peaking, they're right there, the Avalanche there. And again, they given away. I think that they traded Rantanen to Carolina. Uh I think they got an okay deal. An okay deal. The Colorado Avalanche, I think again they're selling themselves short. They're selling themselves short. They've got some really good ones. They got McCarr, they got McKinnon, they got the goalie, whatever the hell his name is. I don't like him because he is such a good goalie. Every time Edmonton plays Colorado, with the fate sucks there. Who else we got? The Dallas Stars. We got former Oiler Cody Ceci on that team there. Now we got Vincent Desharnais, who was just traded from Pittsburgh, from the Penguins, to the Dallas Stars there. Again, I actually think that was a good, fair trade. Pittsburgh knows how to trade players, and when they do, it's a fair trade. When they don't, then they're not that good there. Dallas Stars, they are actually they're where are they? Yeah, they're right at the top area there. So they're gonna make the playoffs. Where they end up, I don't know. Dallas, it's going to be a very interesting. Dallas is going to make some moves. I would have liked to have seen Jake Ottinger because he wanted $2.5 million. Stuart Skinner wanted $2.5 million. If I had a choice between Stuart Skinner and Jake Ottinger, I'd have picked Ottinger in a heartbeat. Not only that, because Jake Ottinger is consistent. Jay Ottinger and then we would have had, because I think his first year this year is 1.9, next year is 2.5. So we would have had $5 or $6 million to work with to get a really good Ekholm defenseman. Ekholm was out of the lineup. I think that they wanted to see what Cam Dineen, again, good surprise, good to bring him up there. He's a guy who's hasn't played a game in almost 3 years. Can you believe that? An NHL game in 3 years, and he was pretty darn good, I'd say, for in the minors. He had played an NHL game in like 3 years. I'd say that's pretty darn good, too, in a bit. The Ducks and the Kraken, the Sharks. I can see the West. The West is so tight. They want that last. They want that. They want the last wild card spot. And if you do not go after without giving away players, this isn't a free auction. You're going to, they're all going to be making. The Ducks have been making moves like crazy. Oh, have they ever? The Boston Bruins. We're looking into the East there. The Canadians, hey, they're in the thick of things. It's like a 1-2 in the East there. You should see it. It's so, there. The West, uh, is quite interesting there. What I will say this is that I'm expecting the Maple Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs, to do something. They have to do something if they want to stay in the thick of things. Right now, they are in second in the Atlantic Division. Then you've got the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes, God only knows. I wouldn't want to go to that organization because you wouldn't know if you're going to be benched or if you're going to be down in the minors the next, time there. The Red Wings, wow, holy mackerel, spicy hot wings there. They are on a tear. Don't piss the Detroit off there. Absolutely. The Red Wings, they are in the thick of things there. Senators, yes, I'd love to see all 7 Canadian teams make the playoffs. I'd love to see Bettman's bald head wrinkle way more than it will shine because I think in the end we are going to see a very different NHL. Do I think it's equal? No. I don't expect the Flyers and I don't expect the Islanders, but the Rangers, they have been loading up. The Rangers, they're like they've loaded up their guns. They're ready to go out in the wilderness. They're ready to seek to get back in the playoffs. There, Zibanejad, he hasn't been playing that well. He's iffy. And like I said, the Flyers, the Philadelphia Flyers, they are the big bad bullies, as they're known as the Philly Bullies. They are. They're known as the Philadelphia Bullies because they bully everyone there. They are going to make some moves there. But if I'm them, I wouldn't get rid of any assets because looking at their record and looking overall, they really don't have I wouldn't say that they have. I wouldn't say they don't have a hope. It's a very slim window. It's like when you're needing that air conditioning, and you just need just to turn to the one there. That's about what they've got there. If I'm the Buffalo Sabres, look at I'm going. I'm not going to be even betting on them. Really, I look at the standings and I think Winnipeg is going to be the team to watch in the playoffs. I don't know, and they may load up too. The Jets may load up. They absolutely could. They could literally be a surprise today. They've been quiet on the front. I got to go back to see if anything because I want to see if anything. Okay, so no trades. Hey, Chris, LTR. The Raquel trade. Let me just see there. Hang on here. Let me look at this. I don't see anything. Hey, good to see everyone there. Um, do I think that will happen? I don't think that will. Any thoughts on there? Well, I'm not sure if it happened or not. There, Chris, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yes, it is. It is indeedly. It's breakfast. Raquel trade. Ricard Raquel. Well, let's put it this way. Ricard. I don't know what they're gonna do. If I'm the Pittsburgh Penguins, if I'm the Pittsburgh Penguins, I would tread softly. Remember, the Penguins are looking out. They're trying to get inside that window of the 8 teams there. If he's probably going to go to a cup contender. I could say probably Winnipeg, maybe Toronto Panthers, a really good contending team there. What I think is going to be very interesting, what I think is possibly Winnipeg, maybe the Blues if the Blues are really lucky. It could very well happen. Like I said, it's just getting started. So the GM's phones have unpaused. It is now time for them to make some deals. So let's see what happens there. Let's just see. So far, no moves, but should that change, I'm actually going to get another source here that I here in Canada. But should hate that. Okay. Oh, here we go. I wonder if we could watch it. No, I don't think so. We're just gonna go back here. Okay. Well, I wonder if we can watch it. Hang on here. Let me just see if I can watch it. Oh, no. No, it can't. Okay. No. Oh, for friggin' sakes. I just want to. Okay, so I just want to look at the. Okay, come on. I want the NHL deadline, please. NHL. Yes, that's right. Stupid. Signings, trades. Yes, that's the one I want. Okay, so we have some trades right now. So yes, the Boston Bruins, they acquired Jacob Luco, and hopefully I say it right there, and Jason Brazoon in the Minnesota Wild. The Colorado Avalanche get Brock Nelson, William Defoe, and the Islanders get Calum Ritchie. The Ducks got Oliver, so they flipped it. So the Islanders sent Oliver Keelington for future considerations. So there's been a couple of moves there. There's been a couple of moves. So far, we're waiting. We are indeed waiting, and I'm going to put this. Hang on here. With the other one here. Welcome in there, everyone. Yes, we are. We're discussing trade. Or was that last night's? And they just haven't updated it there. Okay, so yes, so we're just waiting again. The phones now 9 minutes. They have everyone's probably meeting, having a cup of coffee, maybe having breakfast. As you know, I should be having breakfast. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't think that'll happen though, Chris. That will not happen, unfortunately. Sadly, that probably won't happen. Because he's a $12 million player. They don't have the cap space. And I mean, they're not going to get rid of a bunch of assets for Erik Karlsson. Hey, I would have liked to have seen him last year. Um, I think he would have actually, as a matter of fact, there, Kelly, I was just going to touch on that. Actually, the Kings were quite close. They were so close, but then Pittsburgh pulled off the deal. So do I think that he'll go to the Kings now? No, because the Kings have spent the bank account there. Oh, well, just wait for some trades. It could be a slow day. It could be a boring day. Welcome in there. Yeah, but they're not going to retain, though, because, again, the Oilers, they would be over the cap. It's a $12 million cap. And not only that, he actually hasn't been playing that well in Pittsburgh, Chris. So I could see a team like Carolina, Rangers. No, I couldn't. I could see Carolina. I could see Dallas. I could see Anaheim. Anaheim has got the money, but he doesn't want to go to Anaheim because he was in San Jose, so he's already had his California vacation there for so many years. He was in the Sharks. He was in the tank there. That's for sure. And believe me, he was in the tank because he tanked. They didn't have any players. Although I gotta say now they've actually gotten some really good players, so I could actually literally see the I could see him actually going to Anaheim there, and he could be a good potential fit there. But I don't know if Anaheim would want him, and I don't know if he would want to go to Anaheim because there is no assets in Anaheim. There's no big assets for him to go. Hey, yeah, I want to go there. There's a Sidney Crosby. Whereas there's Sidney Crosby in Pittsburgh. There's Connor McDavid in Edmonton. There, where are you gonna go? You're gonna go. So, no. Now if I'm the Kings, the Kings, yeah, there was lots of assets there, and not only that, they would have. I think last year was their shot. No, Florida's spending. Usually, have you not seen what Florida's been doing? I mean, they don't even they have less than 5 mil left, and the Oilers have 1.5 million in their cap space, so they haven't got the money. Unless somebody phones who's like spaced out on some marijuana and says, I would like to have Darnell Nurse. And they're like a top team, like maybe the Jets. And they say, we'll take the whole contract. The Jets, that's another team. I think they could be one to land them if they wanted him. Plain and simple. I'm actually going to get you. I could see the Panthers adding another piece just to an insurance policy, just to make sure that nothing burns down. There's no, because they want to keep the hurricanes out. They don't want any more hurricanes there. They don't want any more tornadoes or damage or anything like that. They want to be that team um, that is ready to come in and to do a bunch of stuff there. So we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna see what the trade. Okay, come on. Okay, what are they saying over here? I find that these two here, they haven't got a clue what they're doing. Just gonna mute my mic there. Colorado Avalanche. Yeah, they're making a run. Defenseman. Interesting. It's so interesting to see the Vegas Golden Knights. They're a pain in the Edmonton Oilers' ass. Let me just tell you this right now, and it's because they went ahead and they've kept the lead. So they're a pain in our butt there. That's why we need a good defenseman. So, like I said, it is all in the name of that there. I thought he was 12 million. 25, 26. So that's next year. That's next year. 7 million the year afterwards there. We'll wait. Never know. Who knows? Maybe something will happen. Who knows? But yeah, it's going to be interesting. The Devils. I'm waiting for the Devils to phone the Vancouver Canucks to say, "Hey, we're saving Quinn Hughes. We want him with the brothers. What do you want? We'll give you cash. We'll give you players. We're just wanting the Hughes brothers, all three of them, on the New Jersey Devils, and that could happen. That could, uh, you know, uh, Well, no, but Cali, Ford 44. What they do is with that is they load up at the deadline. That's why it's like, well, it's like Christmas in the hockey sense. It's like New Year's Eve. It's one big party at noon, which is 3 o'clock Pacific time. That is when the champagne gets popped because you either got your player. We're gonna see it in five teams. They're either gonna pop the champagne or they're not. They load up. Because they're making the final push to get into the playoffs, and then if they get in the playoffs, to go after the Stanley Cup. That's how it works. It's a plain and simple thing. It's a simple task there. In the NHL, there it is. Like free agency. They wait for the player that they wanted for like 6 years. They go after him, and then they get him. Sometimes people overpay. Sometimes people don't overpay. It depends. Do I think that Erik Karlsson is worth $12 million? No, not a chance. I think he's around $7-8 million a year defenseman there. He's a good defenseman, but he's not worth 12. Like, I'm sorry, he's just not. And I think that's why San Jose moved him, because they wanted a cheaper one. They wanted a knockoff. They wanted to go to Value Village, and they wanted a knockoff one there. And so they got Cody Ceci. They got him for 3.5. So they saved a bunch of money. So they do have cap space. Mind you, I will say now, San Jose did get rid of, Jake Waldman, who was another good clutch defenseman there on the team there. So I don't know what is in San Jose. I mean, do you know the way to San Jose? I mean, no, I don't. I can't drive there. I don't. I don't have a. I don't have. There's no path. I can see. Let's see what's happening. Still nothing yet. Believe me, once something happens. Ooh, interesting. Okay, just waiting. We're just waiting. Yeah, we want the trade tracker. That's what we want. What about over here? What do they got over here? Anything over here? Nothing over here yet. Interesting. So nothing yet, folks. Just waiting. This could be a very dull, interesting. Yeah, no kidding. Love to see the fights on ice. Yeah, well, Bettman's taken away the fights on the ice there, Callie. Um, Indeed. I've got a jersey. Okay, let's see what's going on. No, this is a very dull stream there, Callie, because uh, the Minnesota Wild are hopping in there. Wow, that's got to be an interesting one there. Yeah, and the what's interesting is Carson Soucy in the Vancouver Canucks says he would like to win a Stanley Cup, but he went to the Rangers, which is even further down the list. Like, if I was Carson Soucy, and of course he had a chance to say yes, this is where I want to go. I'd have stayed in Vancouver. You actually have a better shot making the playoffs in Vancouver than you do going over to Madison Square Gardens in New York. There, I don't know why he would have taken that deal. I really don't. Maybe um, there's something in the water on the East Coast there that we don't know. Who knows? I'm just gonna be right back there, folks. Okay, we're back. Okay. And the Vegas Golden Knights getting Riley Smith back. That's quite an interesting take there. Um, what I find is it's very amusing is that yeah, nothing yet. No trade yet. I'm quite curious to see what happened. It's just that I thought it was those two trades, but they didn't update the other one there. They're very slow. Nothing yet. I bet you right now the GMs are having coffee. They're having an expensive coffee, a $1 million. They're talking to all their scouts. What should we do? Who do we get rid of? Who do we keep? Who's worthwhile? I'm gonna drink some more coffee. Maybe put on another pot of coffee. I'm waiting. I might even sing to you guys. Who knows? You guys might get serenaded, and I may sing to you guys there. Who knows? But believe me, I know you didn't come to listen to me sing there. I'm just waiting for the first damn trade. I want to see who the heck is this Carl Berglund guy. I'm just gonna search something. Oh, okay. No, you don't want me to sing. Oh, okay. Well, he could go. That's fine. That guy could go. I thought he was someone of importance. The guy that we got rid of. Yeah, get the hell out of here, buddy. You're terrible. Go to San Jose there. I hope sharks eat you. Yes, this is NHL trade deadline day. We're waiting. I don't know. Maybe the Maple Leafs. Maybe they make a move. I'm still waiting on the first trade deadline day. Um, Waiting Ottawa. I don't know. It looks like Ottawa's scared, and they should be scared. But the thing is they're situated really good right now. I'm gonna go where the standings. So I'm gonna go to look at the Canadian teams, and I'll look at the American teams there. I'm gonna look at the West. 1, 2, 3, and then we've got 1. 4 Canadian teams would make it out of the 7. 2. Well, 2 there, 3. What? 4. Well, maybe the Senators could get the last spot. I'm not sure if they're in it or not. I would have to see the playoff picture. They don't have that yet. They won't have it until after today. 67. So the Blue Jackets. Yeah, I think the Senators. So maybe 5. Canadians and the Canucks. The Canadians and the Canucks. Mind you, the Canadians, they're in the thick of things. Let's just say this. The In the East, it is so tense. Everybody is on pins and needles. Nobody knows what to do. Just don't give Grandma's house. Don't sell Grandma's antique. Because she needs them back there. She would like to touch them, and that. In the West, things are quite. The West, it's really interesting there. The Kings are at 71 points. 5 points behind. So we're looking the Stars. And the Golden Knights are 4 points ahead of the Oilers. So I'm actually hoping that the Golden Knights screw up. They trade a bad player, then they just plummet and they have to play the Kings. It was good to see Vegas and LA play in the first round rather than us play LA. If they get Mikko Rantanen though, this is going to spark some sort of debate whether or not, because I think then we're looking at something rather interesting there. Right now, the Kings are saying, do we pull the trigger? Do we shoot the gun and make this deal? And what happens if this goes sideways? Because Mikko Rantanen has not had a good season in Carolina. He's since he's been traded there, he's terrible start. He's terrible, man. He's garbage. He is so garbage. It is just like it's like taking out the trash. But I mean, maybe LA, he could get kickstarted. Maybe he could work out with Byfield, and unless he's still there, unless they trade him. I don't know who's all still on the Kings there, but maybe that there is potential that Mikko Rantanen and a new home with the Kings is the answer. Maybe it's a solution. Maybe the Ducks then say, "Hey, let's take a gamble and let's get Mikko Rantanen for next year. Maybe he'll make a good captain." We don't know. Nobody knows. Maybe the Sharks dive in. Maybe they go fins up there and they go all in and they empty out the shark tank because there's really no sharks left in the tank in San Jose. There's no good ones. Let's put it this way. There's not many of them. They're lurking and but they're not staying. And they're not biting. It's a really. I remember one trade deadline day. There was a lot of signings. There was only 5 trades. It was the most boringest trade deadline day that I ever watched. And I was sitting there and I was falling asleep. I was like this. And I said, "Oh, we have a trade to announce." And I was like, "Oh my God!" It was like 2.5 hours later, and we went back to another hour. "Oh, we got another trade to announce." "Oh, we got, and at the end, that is when there was 2 trades and 3 trades at the very end. There, it was a snore. It was a snoring. It was a snoring day. Let's put it this way. It really was. So I'm really hoping that is not the case. Hey, okay, I hang tight here. I gotta go because I got to. Where are we? Where are we? 50 minutes. Hang tight here. I thought you had a. I thought you had a wrench. Yes, there we are. And that Chris guy. He's got to have a wrench. Good. Okay. That is terrific. Okay, I now have wrenched you up there. You're in blue. Good. We're just talking about the NHL. It's trade. I call it commie tube. It's commie tube. Everybody, that is right. Go ahead. I know you're probably gonna suspend this stream anyways. There. Anyways, it's and sleep really. Why you need to have coffee though. Anyways, good to see everybody. But yes, so like I said, it was a snoring deadline day. It really was. But I mean, hopefully this one here is a little more livelier than the one that I covered. But yes, I woke up, Kyle, to the Oilers making a big splash there, and I do trade deadline day. And yeah, so anyways, hit the like button there. And good to see everybody in here. Welcome in. I'm just waiting for a trade to break. Come on. Oh, I see somebody giving somebody heck. So you should. I think if I am the Ottawa Senators, I am looking for a centerman, I'm looking for a right winger, and a defenseman. Those three pieces are a key. Those are the three pieces that I would be adding because you know, like I said, I went to those are the three things. If I would definitely do those things. Reason why, and I'll tell you guys why is I think that the Senators should is because if they don't make the playoffs, then there is free agency. Then they can go out and they can they can spend whatever cash that they've got left in the garage sale. But really they have got some really good key pieces. They got Brady Tkachuk, they got Stutzel. They've got some really good. They're on the cusp of making the playoffs, and I think if the Senators want to get over that finish line, what they need to do is take the extra step there and look for those three pieces. They're a centerman, a right wing, and a defenseman, and they're well on their way. They're well on their way, making the playoffs, breaking that where they have not made the playoffs in years, folks, in years. I think it is 10 plus years, if I'm not mistaken, that the Senators have not made the playoffs there. And so it would be a good little wake up, or unless maybe during COVID they did, I don't know, but I don't really call that playoffs during COVID because that was just a little mini virus tournament there. But I don't think they even made that. But like I said, I think they were still rebuild. They've been rebuilding for a long time. It's like, hey guys, how long does it take to build a home there? It takes maybe 18 months there. It shouldn't take you guys, 5 years to build the home. If you guys got slow builders. Obviously, you don't have the right men for the job. And obviously, you've got the wrong nails, and they're very damn crooked, as far as I'm concerned. There, because I wouldn't hire those builders at all. But they do. They got some really good key pieces in there, and they got some really good centermen. They got an excellent goalie. He's like freaking on fire, man. He is on fire. Yeah, try not to spam it out though. KKS there, travel. Kyle there, just try not to spam it out there. But yes, but Ottawa, Ottawa's got some good pieces there. No trades so far. Like I said, they're still having breakfast. They're still talking. What do we do? Do we get rid of do we do that? Do we ship so and so to here? Do we do this trade? Do we do that? I don't know. The Mikko Rantanen deal may never happen. Carolina may just say, screw you. Screw you. We're keeping him. I am just seeing any deals. I mean, it's hard to say what's going to happen on the day. Oh, no worries. Like, I don't mind once in a while there. It is. Hockey season is long. But like I said, I'm just going to see any trades. Come on, update. Wow. Nothing on the Rantanen deal. What about the signing tracker? Anything on the signing tracker? No, nothing on the signing tracker. Yeah, it's a dead. This could be another sleeper. I don't know about that. Terrible. A terrible GM then. Then you should be fired. If you don't want to give up your first round pick there for that deal, I would do that in a heartbeat. And it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be it's going to be very interesting. I can hardly wait for the first deal to go down. What about what's happening on the other one? There anything up? Come on, update. Nope, nothing, nothing. Oh, it would refresh. Okay, okay, cool. Good to know. Still nothing. 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 Zippo. Like I said, they're still having their what do you call it? Their breakfast. They're all at Sheraton, Ramada's, fancy signature hotels. They got their scouts, their people who they want. Nothing. Nothing yet. Now, if I'm the Ottawa Senators, I go after Mikko Rantanen. He'd be a perfect fit. Him and Brady Tkachuk would tear things up. They would rip that ice, and it would be a really good season for them. It's a slow trade deadline. Like, it's slow. Last year, right off the bat, as soon as 7 o'clock hit there, boom, we had trades. There was like 7 or 8 trades. There was like 30 of them by the end. Last year. That's last year. I did not do that on a live stream. This is my first live stream. Very interesting. I could play some music though. What's this? Where is this? I might have to play some music. Nobody wants to hear me sing, believe me. Here we go. She's got a sweet tooth, and I'm the man to feed it. A little love, a little cash, she knows I'll always bring it. Cupcakes, kisses, chocolate skies. The way she smiles, it justifies. She don't need no diamonds, no gold to shine. Just a spoonful of affection makes her feel divine. I'm gonna be right here. Yes. Phil got tickets. You should have gone with him. A rush. I might go get some. Breakfast. Might pull a GM move. No, you don't. Still nothing yet there, folks. Believe me. Once we get a damn trade, which hopefully soon, it could happen after 8 o'clock. Once they do finish their breakfast there. But yeah, Phil is planning, if we play the first round, to go see a game. So you should tell him to get you a ticket. Tell Phil, dole out the money and take you to see a playoff game to see the Kings and Oilers, because that's probably the next time that you will. Cool. Yeah, I wanted to sleep in, but I couldn't. I had to do this. I was committed. You know, when I say that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. goodness. No trades? Come on. What's the matter with you GMs? Lazy GMs? You guys should know what you guys want to do. Yeah. Oh, new comment. Oh, yes. I think I might get some breakfast myself. Wouldn't take me that long. I know. I'm going to do that. I'm going to play you guys a song. Oh, here we go. Yes. Here we go. I'm going to play you guys a song. Here you go. While I go get my breakfast. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, I've got my cereal, people. It is granola. I cannot tip it, although I might be able to. Granola in there. Yeah, nice granola. Let's see, any deals? Nothing. Just when you think you've hit the jackpot, you... Oh, darn it. I'm going to eat. I need my Wheaties in the morning. Nothing yet. I got another song for you.
Life is tough, life is rough. You're always rushed, but never enough. Time is short and money is tight, but don't worry, life is not long. Take comfort, it's over quickly. Life is tough, life is rough. You're always rushed, but never enough. Time's running out and cash is thin, but don't you fret, life's soon to spin. Life's a grind, life's a race. You're always chasing, but can't find your place. Time slips by and fun stay lean, but don't be sad, life's a short routine. Life is cruel, life's unfair. You're working hard, but nobody cares. There's never enough of time or pay, but cheer up, it'll end someday. Life's a mess, life's a joke. You struggle for air, but you still choke. Money's scarce and time's just flies, but fear not, life's gonna
got leather boots and a polka dot dress, a cherry red car, yeah, she's causing a mess. Cruising down the street with the radio loud. Every head turns when she rolls through town with a wink in her eye and a twist of her lips. She's the kind of girl who don't take no tips, burning up the asphalt like a rebel dream. Hold on tight, she's the hot rod queen. Hot rod queen, she's the talk of the town. Flames on her Chevy, she's burning it down. With a shake, rattle, roll, she's stealing the scene. Everybody's chasing that hot rod queen. She's got a jukebox heart and a rockabilly soul. She'll break the rules just to take control. Spins her wheels, leaves the boys in the dust. They fall in love, but it's never enough. Hair slicked back and her shades on tight. She's a shooting star in the neon night. With a laugh that's wild and a spirit so free, you can't catch up with the hot rod queen. Hot rod queen, she's the talk of the town. Flames on her Chevy, she's burning it down.
All right, so yeah, still no trades. I think I'm going to shut her down there because I don't think there's going to be anything. So I'm going to be shutting it down there. Thank you, everyone. Make sure to hit the like button there. There is no trades. So far, there is no trades. I don't know when this could be. There could be no trades. There could be just signings. Of course, it's all trades. So thank you so much for joining us. I will be back, though, on the weekend with some Oiler content. So do stay tuned. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.